Who's Scott Miller? Scott Miller, 34 years old, 10 years in London. I went there when I was 21 to visit family, and I got this sense immediately when I turned up that I'd live there one day. I had a serious conversation with myself at one point and said, right, listen, this is your ambition, go and achieve it. And bought a one-way ticket, and that's pretty much how it went.
It was London where Scott's coaching career flourished. After taking a voluntary role with the academy, he was soon added to the payroll and promoted quickly through their ranks, working under some of the Premier League's finest managers.
I think subconsciously every day you take something away. I always thought Roy was a great communicator with the players. Mark was very standoffish in that regard in terms of how he managed it, but he had his backroom staff nailed on. And then Martin, once again, a superb guy and really took me under his wing. You felt more of a family member with him as opposed to a boss, and really sort of progressed me, not only from a contract perspective, but belief in my ability and confidence in terms of delivery. There are a lot more people than just the managers you learn from. People I've worked with along the way as well in terms of backroom staff, performance directors, learning from chief executives as well and discussing things with them. So ultimately, I've taken a lot from the players. One-on-one conversations with players and observing players over a 9-10 year period, you learn a lot about them because the players need to feel comfortable stepping onto the field. And I think once they feel comfortable and they believe in a structure, they will execute it with confidence.
After 8 years with the West London outfit and a short spell with the Socceroos, the FFA wanted to bring Scott Miller home and take charge and rebuild the Newcastle Jets.
You always think you are ready until you step into it. And the enormity of his job goes far beyond my first impressions. But there's so much more to the head coach's job. So my respect for managers has gone through the roof. I don't think outwardly people recognise the challenge that John Paul and I have stepped into, and the playing group as well. It's been a great challenge, so it's not only reported that we only had 13 players when we arrived here, we had no resources either. So, we talk about sports code and Y-Scout and nutritional support and the details that a Melbourne Victory and Melbourne City would take for granted, we didn't have. In the first week of July, stepping into August, we still didn't have these resources. To be honest with you, if I say I've learnt more in 4 or 5 months than I did in my last 2 years at Fulham, I'd probably completely say that's the truth, because I've had to be very resourceful. I'm learning a new role as well, and you're leading a group of people. It's about rebuilding the club, it's about the fan base growing, it's about commercial value of the club in the sale process. Every time we step on that field, that's the focus, to engage with the community and get people back supporting the club. Big job, but you've got to love it. You've got to love it.